Hey, what's up, Facebook? Hey, so for those of you that don't know, my name's April Rozier. You can see it right around the top somewhere. And if you see the red button, I'm live and you're on with me live. If it's not there, it's not red, then you are catching the replay. I know it's a little late, but you guys know my schedule is crazy hectic and I get in where I can fit in. So, hey, have a wonderful evening. I'm hoping that it's great where you're at. I know it's cold here, but the evening has still been pretty great. So, you can see the topic is the shocking truth about personal growth. So, let's talk about personal growth because well, many of you know that this is like my favorite topic ever. So, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to start with, I hope that everybody wants to grow and evolve. Like, that is my hope. I hope everybody is looking to grow and evolve into better people, into, impactful people, into people that just live their dreams and into their truth and their happiness. Even if maybe you don't have gigantic goals and stuff yet that you want to get into, and that's fine. You don't need to. But we should all strive to be better people. Every day, we should strive to be better people. So, in that, we need personal growth and development. And many of us, especially the people that I spend my time with and talk to the most, okay, say hey to the kitty. He's always up in the middle of everything. Hi, kitty. That's midnight. So many of us, we're all looking for like personal development, personal growth. We want to evolve. We want to be better people. And with that, there's a few things that stunt our growth a bit. So I'm just curious, like, cat, you are driving me insane. So, have you found that when you're trying to grow and you're trying to develop into a better person, that sometimes it seems like you've hit your limit, like you can't grow anymore, or it's really hard to do better and feel better and behave better when the people around you are bringing you down in the situation you're in. And you feel kind of like, the people you live with, the people you spend your time with, they're not growing, they're not developing. So how can you get any farther developed than you are? How can you keep growing? Because in a situation like that, and trust me, I know it, I live it, you can't, sometimes, when you're in a situation, a living situation, or you're around people that have no desire to change, they have no desire to grow from the person they are, they have no desire to be better, it is harder for you to be better. It's like you hit a ceiling and you can't grow anymore. And that is 100% something that happens to so many people. They find themselves in a personal development mindset. I want to grow. I want to develop. I want to be better. I want to be a better person. But they find themselves unable to be better, unable to do better because they're in this situation that's no longer growing with them, that has stopped, has stalled, has stalemated, whatever you want to call it. And that seems like an obstacle you can't overcome. I know that it does, but you have 100% control of that. Now, yes, I know the next thing people are thinking is easier said than done, April. That is a saying. It's a phrase that you need to get out of your head. You need to stop thinking that. Nothing is easier said than done. The people that give you advice like that or that say these things have done the work or are in the process of doing the work. And it is not easy. It is so hard. It is so hard to look at your life, your situation, your family, your friends, and know that your work is not done, that you have more work to do, and that some of the people that are in your life are about to have to be removed. That is hard work. And the people that are saying this have already done it or are doing it. So that is a phrase you need to get out of your head, because that is nothing more than a limiting belief. It is an excuse that you use with your limiting belief of, oh, well, I can't do anything about it because that's just the way things are. Well, I hear people a lot be like, I'm just telling you how it is, April. Well, telling somebody like it is keeping it like it is. So if you don't want to grow, if you don't want to take advice, if you don't want to find a better way, then don't. But do not use excuses for why you can't grow and blame it on other people. Your situation is your situation. Now, granted, some situations are not easy to get out of. They're not. I completely understand that. I am not in the perfect situation. I am not, but I am working really hard to get out of my situation. I have way more growth and development to do, but I have outgrown my situation. The people around me are not growing with me. So I feel like my growth is sometimes being stifled. And I know what that means. Another thing that people struggle with when it comes to personal growth is not just their situations and their environments, but also with the limiting beliefs that they have no choices. There's no choice. I'm stuck. It drives me insane to hear people say they're stuck. And I mean, this is even like before I became all developed into personal growth. It's always bothered me to hear I don't have a choice, because we all have choices. All of us, we have choices. Every situation that you are in has a choice. The problem is we don't want to make those choices. It's easier to tell ourselves that we have no choice because we don't want to make the choices. Making decisions, making choices, and growing and developing is hard. And sometimes it's really painful. Like really painful. Sometimes you have to burn bridges you don't want to burn. Sometimes you can walk away from something without burning the bridge, but you have to leave it behind. Those are hard choices, but they are a choice that we just don't want to make. And I understand that 100% because I have choices every single day that I don't want to make. I'm like, I know what I can do. I know how to get out of the situation or the problem or, whatever's happening right now. I know how to deal with it, but I don't want to, because if I do, it's going to hurt me, and it's probably going to hurt whoever's involved in that situation with me. And I don't want to do that. I'm a nurturing type of person. That's who I am. That's my personality, is to nurture and care for other people. That is just who I am. So hurting people is not something I like to do. But I have learned over time to put myself above other people. And it is so hard. Like, all I want to do is take care of other people. I want to help other people. I want to make other people happy and care for other people. But if I'm not happy, and I'm learning this the hard way, because I've been in a funk for the last 2 weeks. I haven't really been going live. My stories that are usually fun and entertaining to a lot of people. A lot of people love my stories. I get compliments on them daily. But lately people have noticed something's going on because I have been in a funk. I have not been in a great place because I have to make decisions I don't want to make. I have to deal with things I don't want to deal with. And I avoid hurting other people, but I have put other people above myself for so long that the people closest to me in my life take advantage of it. They take advantage of me. They take advantage of the things that I'll do for them. And I've started to notice that on top of all that, it doesn't matter if they want something. It doesn't matter how much it inconveniences me. They don't care as long as I do what they want to do. So, and I've noticed that about some of the people in my life. So it's put me in a real funk because I know what I have to do and I don't want to do it. Like, how many of you feel that? You know what you have to do. It hurts you to think about it. It hurts you to think about putting yourself first because these people that are doing things and aren't treating you fairly and aren't treating you right or whatever, they're people you don't want to leave behind or anything like that. But you can't take care of yourself if you don't take care of the situations around you and the things that are causing you trouble. And you can't grow if you don't take care of yourself. Like personal growth, personal development, it takes real, true commitment. And it takes making choices. It takes deciding the hard stuff. You have to do it. Trust me, I know how much it can suck. Another thing that people really struggle with when it comes to personal development, and they feel like they've hit a max, they're doing the work, they're listening to the stuff, they're doing this, they're doing that, but the thing is you're only doing this and that. See, just dropping people's hard though, but yes, it is something you have to do, and it sucks. It sucks. Hey, Terry, thanks for hopping on. Good to see you tonight. I know it's super late, but, I get in where I can fit in. One thing that most people avoid pain at all costs. And I bet one of you listening are that kind of people. And I know that this message is for somebody because it's been on my heart all day to say this and do this. So somebody needs to hear this. All of it, but especially this. So many people avoid pain at all costs. They're like, I don't want to do that. That's painful. I could do that, but what if I break an arm? I could do that, but I might break my leg. I don't want to hurt myself. People avoid pain at all costs. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? It took a few years. It has taken me years, too, Terry. It has taken me years to even make the decisions and acknowledge that they are decisions that I can make. But so many people avoid pain at all costs. But if you would take 5 seconds and really think about it, pain is a message. Every time you feel pain, does it not come with some kind of warning sign? I mean, like if you cut your finger and the cut starts hurting more and more and more and gets this throbbing sensation, and that is your body saying, hey, excuse me, look at the finger, look at the cut. It's getting infected, or it already is infected. Pay attention. That's a warning sign. And it is a message. It's telling you something. When you feel things like emotional pain, it's usually telling you something. Like if you're with your significant other and you feel pain being around them, it hurts. It's generally telling you something's wrong with that relationship. So pain is 100% a message. Just like athletes, when they go out and they push their body past the limits of where it can go, that pain is telling them, hey, chill out, take it easy. And you can keep pushing towards that pain, and guess what? It'll eventually get less and less painful. Because once you push past something so far, it eventually your body will take you to another limit, and another limit, and another limit. And your mind is the same way. When you think about something and you feel pain towards it, guess what? It's telling you something. It's either telling you it's time to move on, it's time to deal with this, something's wrong, something's happening, pay attention. The only thing is who wants to pay attention to a painful message that is telling them to do something and to make a decision that is also painful? We run so fast away from pain and making these painful decisions. That's why so many people stay in relationships they don't need to be in anymore. They're not happy. They are getting abused. They are verbally abused, and they stay. Why? Because it's too painful to think about what's going to happen if they leave. You know, starting over sucks. Done it. Been there. Had to move and restart my whole entire life more than once. It sucks. And we avoid that at all costs because we don't want to have to redo it. But when you do, when you face your fears, when you face that pain and you do what you're being told to do, if you listen and you do what you're told to do, it usually pretty much always comes out to be a better thing. If you're in a relationship and you're unhappy and you remove yourself, yes, it hurts. But when you heal from that hurt, it's always better. Always. You find happiness again. You learn to love yourself. You learn to be wiser about who you date next. So pain is a message and you need to listen to it. You have to face it. You can avoid it forever, and you can choose to not listen and pretend you're stuck and say, I'm stuck, there's no choice. You can do that, but you will never grow. Personal development is totally off the table if you're not willing to do the work. So, I know all this information sucks. I know it's super late at night. Terry, thank you so much for watching and commenting a lot. I love that. Good night, Stephanie. Good night, Cassie. And I hope everybody else has a wonderful day. And if you catch the replay, say hey. Let me know you were here because I want to say hey to you too, regardless to whether it's live or not. I want to thank you all for your time. If you find this valuable and you think somebody needs to hear it, shoot it over to them. Have a wonderful night. Bye.